Hi, I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. The Big Grindstone project is not essential. I don't need to have it done this minute, and that means that things get pushed aside. But because in the beginning of this project we made up a sketch and measured everything, I now know all the component sizes of most of the parts. I'm able to use that information to make pieces when I have the chance. By making the pieces, in other words, cutting the legs to length, I have made it so that when I do get time to work on something like this, I don't have to spend a lot of time setting up something that's already been done. So, when we were cutting the frame rails, we cut the leg rails. Now, I just have to form them up and get them ready to mount. Did some calculations and I figured out what the angle for the front leg should be. I had to make the frame 5 inches longer to accommodate the larger diameter stone that this grinder is going to be carrying. This is going to be 5 inches longer overall than the smaller one downstairs. Now to make this all fit together, I need to bend the legs out a bit. Now, since this frame needs to come apart to be moved, you're not going to be able to carry this around from one place to the next or ship it anywhere if you can't take these sections off. So I need to make this section one piece, this section another piece, and then there'll be cross braces that go back and forth here and on this side. And that'll keep the legs from spreading, because that's actually the whole point of the thing. It's to make a tripod. That way the weight that's on top is trying to push the legs down, keeps these cross ties under tension, and makes it so that everything is in shear instead of having it be under compression and side load. If I don't have these splayed, and I have this wheel, which weighs about 100 pounds, sitting here, it's going to want to tip forward. It needs to have this be in front of the wheel so that the weight is always trying to rest and push on both legs at the same time. It's not sitting on top of this leg so that it tips forward. So now I'm going to cut a cross piece for the top here. This one is 15 inches and this one is going to be about 12. This leg has to have a kink in it here so that this bottom section will mate up flush to this piece of angle with this at the proper splay. Well, got the proper amount of bend in it, I believe. Now let's check it. Ah, that's going to work perfect. I just have to match it on the other one. Well, that doesn't happen very often. They came out just about exactly right. Whatever variance there is will be taken up in the slack in the assembly. So now I have the front legs done. I just have to let them cool off and I can drill the holes, get ready to fasten them on. Then I can start building the cross members. This video is not to be viewed by anyone under the age of 13 in the US or 16 in the European Union, without the express written permission of the parents or legal guardians of the underage person. Such written permission must be on file at the local government entity in charge of enforcing the rules and regulations established by the FTC. Anyone violating these terms is admitting by default that they hold harmless the owners and operators of this channel. Any and all questions should be addressed to your local branch of the FTC.